Hey guys, back at it. We are in day 52 of the 100 days of my daily diary challenge. I have challenged myself to put out my daily diaries in audio form on YouTube, just because I was prompted in a devotional and meditation session, just do it. And I am following that prompt. I am not here looking for all the likes, follows, shares, subscribers. If that does happen, that's amazing. If it doesn't, it's also amazing too, because I am just following my intuition and putting myself out there, being real, 100%, authentic. Obviously, I'm not with these diary entries, not going into full details about everything for safety reasons, but I am sharing with you the majority and the outlines of my daily happenings and the goings on in my life. Also, I will jump on a soapbox every once in a while and kind of go in detail about, something that's been on my mind. So let's get to it. We are in day 52. Today is just, I would say that this week after vacation, before my trip to California, is not super intense because I didn't want to plan too many things and get stressed out. So today I've taken the kids to school like normal. My son's feeling 100% better, and he doesn't obviously want to stay home and have a boring sick day like he did before. So he is very happy to go to school today. And I have a coffee cupping to get to. But it was really good to connect with the kids this morning on the way to school. And they were very excited about their first week back and all the things that are going on. And my daughter is very, very smart and very dedicated about her grades, and something I don't have to push. I don't have to force. I don't have to do anything. She's just on top of it. And I always tell the kids, if you try your hardest and you do your best, and I see that the effort is there, I really don't care about what the grade says. What's the number? What's the letter of the grade? I don't care, as long as you've shown me that you've put in effort. And she's definitely the overachiever. She wants to be a straight A student, and that's great. But I'm always there reminding her that as long as you do your best, that's all that matters to me. So I got them off to school. I went to a coffee cupping, all about Rwandan coffee, and it was great. Over at a local coffee roaster, and it was good to connect with all the people I haven't seen in a while. It was good to get to try some really, really amazing high-graded coffees, and just kind of be back in the scene. I'm going to be fully immersed in the coffee scene this coming up weekend with the coffee festival that I'm going to in LA. I am looking forward to that as well. I think what has been on my mind lately about coffee and work and what I want to do in life is that coffee is a big part of it. I love coffee. I love education, and that is my business, Pop-Up Coffee Education. And I really want to take away the barriers that people have when it comes to learning about specialty coffee, that it doesn't have to be specialty, that you can take a specialty grade coffee and you can bring it home and you can have the basic of equipment and you could still learn how to brew that coffee really, really well without needing all the extra tools, all the fancy equipment, all the special things. And that is my spin on the coffee education and being a consultant, an independent contractor in the field, is to bring the accessible education to the people who need it and want it, and to break down the barriers of price, of structure, and of that specialty I have to have all the equipment and have all the special things for it to even taste good. No, you can brew a brick of Bustelo and have it taste amazing. You just have to know how to do it. So I will be attending a coffee fest in Orlando in November, and I am thinking of taking that spin on my class that I'm teaching, because they gave me full reign of what topic I wanted to teach on. So I'm really going to start working on that structure for the class. Taking really any coffee, whether it's high grade or low grade, and how to brew it well at home with the basics, like just the basic equipment. If you just have a kettle and a little pour over setup, or if you just have a home dripper, how to make great coffee. So I'm going to start working on structuring that, and that is kind of my passion in coffee, is to, you don't have to know all the fancy names, you don't have to have all the fancy equipment. You can brew great coffee with anything or any coffee. So that's me removing barriers. It's great to have specialty things. It's great to have, farmers getting paid more, us as a community knowing what that takes to get the coffee from growing to the cup. Bean to cup, I guess, is the term. We need to know about that process so that paying more for a bag of coffee, you understand, and you're not just going to immediately go to let me get the cheapest coffee because, I don't have a lot of money to spend. Just like buying organic fruits and vegetables, it's worth it because of the process. So the more that people learn about the coffee process and how all that works, we won't really accept or know the value of that. But in the same breath, we shouldn't kind of say that other brands of coffee or instant coffee or whatever other people have and consume is like terrible, bad. It's just everybody has a preference and everybody has different levels of knowledge. So my thing is to try to be super inclusive and meet people where they're at, give them the education so that they do know in the future, and they can, even if they have all the education, they could still drink Folgers, or they could still drink Starbucks, or they can still drink Bustelo, and you don't have to go and get like $100 bag of coffee that was raised in a certain elevation for a certain amount of time and processed by hand and all these things. You don't have to do that to be included in the coffee community. The coffee community should be super, super inclusive and open to anybody who's drinking anything. And that's kind of my mission on that. And that being said, because I was like just going to a cupping and talking about coffee, I got to spend a lot of the afternoon with my love, and that was really great because we connected. Our physical connection is really strong, and with the break after the vacation, I was having a lot of emotional roller coaster symptoms. Also because of the super blue moon. So we had the super blue moon and we had this vacation ending at the same time, and there was a lot of emotions that kind of came up and I had to process through. It was great to be together physically because that physical connection, I think it calmed my nervous system, and I was able to feel like at peace again. So a lot of things have come up, and I've had to process through a lot of thoughts about future things, about the kids, about myself, about moving, about not moving. There were so many variables that were swirling around, and I was looking for clarity, and it was just not coming. So I decided to put a pin in it all and hold off. But having that physical connection with my love it allowed me to not worry and just calm everything down. And now it's kind of reset my nervous system in a way. I don't know how to explain it in a different term. But I feel great, and I am able to not cry at the drop of a hat, because that was a big pull from the moon as well. It was like stirring up a lot of emotions and a lot of this, not bad emotions, but it was just good emotional responses. Because when you love something and miss something and desire something so much that you have this separation or you're not around it, it creates this not lack and not loss, but it's like what you have, and it brings me joy, but it also brought that emotion up, because I am not really one to share my emotions out there with everybody. I only really share my emotions with the people closest to me. So it is something that I do have a lot of emotional releases that happen. And it's good because I know it has to release and it has to happen. So like I said, me being emotional and crying and dealing through all of that was not a big deal. It was something actually great because it's something that I need to do and I don't get to do often. But I think I'm going to wrap it up because that was pretty much the rest of the day. Just, kids came home, made some dinner, chilled out, relaxed, got them ready for the next day. And I have gone over my typical time limit, so we will wrap it up and we will come back tomorrow, and then I'm sure I'll have a lot of cool things to bring you guys over the weekend being in California, and then there's a lot of cool things coming up too. So I am excited for the next 50 plus days, and I thank you for being here. If you found value in this at all, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the things or do none of the things. It doesn't really matter because I am fulfilling my prompt to just be completely out here and real and raw. So I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace.